You think your performance tonight set to the 168-pound division?
Well, I want all the big guys, and I feel like speaking for the fans too, they would love to see me with all the big guys because as you can see, I love throwing punches, I love stopping people, so me against all the big names would be an amazing fight. Charlo, Caleb, Plant, Canelo, all of them, I'm willing to fight all of them.
And you've made it no secret that you said next you would like Jermall Charlo. What would be the incentive for Jermall Charlo to come up to 168 to fight you?
Well, he was talking about me saying he can knock me out, so if it's that easy, come do it, man. You know what I mean? I feel like it makes sense for the company, for me and him. We both need that next step up, to get into bigger and better things, so I feel like it makes sense on both parts.
So what is next for David Benavidez? Realistically, when do you see yourself fighting again and against who?
Whoever, I'm willing to fight, in August or September, whoever they want me to fight against, I'm willing to fight whoever. It doesn't matter. Right now, I've been professional 8 years. I want some excitement. I want the big names, whoever. Come on, come on.
One guy that you guys have had, it seems like 4 years now, is Caleb Plant.
David Benavidez, after looking sensational and stopping Ronald Ellis, calls out all the big names. Caleb Plant, Canelo, I was born ready Alvarez, and also Jermall Charlo. We're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Make sure you guys order TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension. You can click the link in the description of all my videos. It's a browser extension to help you level up your content. I've used TUBEBUDDY for years, and I can't tell you the countless times that it's worked out for me. And if you have a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter what YouTube genre you're in, but it could definitely help you, and you need to be hip to TUBEBUDDY, level up your content. I keep saying it. It takes money to make money. Let's go. David Benavidez, Showtime. I thought he looked great. I did a Boxingego watch party, BWP. Shout out to everybody who was a participant or even caught the replay. Some people hit me up and said they missed it, but they were able to catch the replay. David Benavidez stopped Ronald Ellis in the 11th round, and this is what he said: I love stopping people. This is a direct quote. I love stopping people. So me versus any big name would be an amazing fight. I want Jermall Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant, all of them. I'm ready to fight again in August. I definitely feel like I beat Canelo Alvarez. I want all the big guys. Speaking for the fans too, they would love to see me against all the big guys. I love throwing punches. Man, it is extremely hard as a real boxing fan. I can't even see how you would not like David Benavidez. Now, boxers, they might not like, like Jermall Charlo or Caleb Plant or Canelo Alvarez because, they're your peers and they're fighters, they're in the competitive industry. But I'm saying as a fight fan, it's hard not to like David Benavidez. Very exciting to watch. He's one of the most electrifying punchers, most dynamic, one of the, just his punch selection, punch variety, it is awesome to watch. He has an array of punches. He's one of those rare fighters where what he says in the build-up, he shows you that he's at least trying to make good with that. Like, there's a lot of guys that be wolfing in boxing where they'll start barking at the press conference and hype it up and sell the fight like, oh, I'm a woom, 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 I'm gonna destroy you, I'm gonna knock you out. And then they fight and it's not even that type of performance. Like, actually, a fight that comes to mind that I personally expected more from was Danny Jacobs and Gabe Rosado. Based on, they had a good trash talk, and Danny Jacobs, that's my guy, but I'm just telling you guys my honest opinion. Jacobs is a friend of the channel, but that particular fight, I was intrigued with the trash talking, tough Philly guy, a Brooklynite, and Danny Jacobs, but the fight itself did not live up to the trash talk. So that was one of the instances and ones that come to mind where the actual trash talk was better than the performance, really, from both in terms of what they were saying. Like they were like, oh, I'm gonna off you, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna murder, you know, boom, 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 it knock you out. And then it wasn't. David Benavidez is one of those rare exceptions where he says, I love throwing punches. I love hurting guys. You see it on his face. David Benavidez is part Antonio Margarito. Like he has more skill than Margarito, but in terms of he has Mexican blood. He's also tall, and he has like a stalker style, and he's very relentless. And just like Margarito, you look at Antonio Margarito, he was like dastardly, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like devious. Margarito would walk up and eat shots, hard shots too, and then smile. David Benavidez, you see the same energy. David Benavidez got that Margarito, that mean streak where he's like, you know, even if you catch it with a shot, because David Benavidez got dimples, you know, in his face, and Ronald Ellis might hit him with a shot and he'd come forward and he's just smiling. Like you could tell he's having fun in there and trying to figure it out and trying to discourage his opponent. So to me, David Benavidez is part Antonio Margarito, part Canelo. Like the punch variety and the skill set and the way he's throwing the uppies and, you know, hooks to the body and the awesome variety of punches, that's more like a Canelo. He's definitely not slower like Margarito, and I'm not comparing him to Margarito as a whole. I'm just really comparing that Terminator style, like where he just keeps coming forward with this insane presence, an insane pressure that is very hard for a lot of guys to cope with. If you don't fight that style the right way, like I think Anthony Durrell, shout out to my dude Anthony Durrell, another friend of the channel. He probably fought Benavidez the best, him or Ron Gavril, the first fight. But I really like Durrell's work. He boxed very well. And it was up until he got that cut that, you know, David Benavidez didn't look like how he looked in his last two fights with Angulo and this fight with Ronald Ellis. He looked sharper in those fights than Anthony Durrell. Durrell had him missing and was making him pay and boxing well. And then that cut opened, and then, you know, Benavidez started to kick it up. So all in all, David Benavidez, man, he's a beast. I'm looking forward to see what's next. One of the big names got to fight him. You know, what I would like to see is Jermall Charlo fight Danny Jacobs. I want to see Danny Jacobs come back to PBC, have a good performance, like fight Jermall Charlo. I think would be an awesome idea. Ego matchmakers. And then the winner of that fight, David Benavidez. And in the meantime, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant fight. And then the winner of David Benavidez, Caleb Plant fight the winner of Jermall Charlo and Danny Jacobs back on PBC. That would be crazy. That would be a 4-man tournament that, man, just take my money.